Philippians 3:10. I want to know Christ. Yes, to know the power of his resurrection and participation in his sufferings, becoming like him in his death. I want to know Christ, to know him, to truly know him. Not just his name, but his heart. Not just his words, but his presence. To know him deeply, to know him fully, to know him as Savior, to know him as Lord. I want to know the power of his resurrection, the mighty power that raised the dead, the power that broke the grave, the power that defeated death. Yes, the power of his resurrection, the power that makes all things new, the power that restores, the power that redeems, the power that brings hope where there was no hope. I want to share in his sufferings, to participate, to walk with him in his pain, to understand the depth of his love, to share in his suffering for me, his suffering for you, his suffering for the world. Yes, I want to know him, becoming like him in his death so selfless, his death so sacrificial, his death so victorious. I want to know Christ. I want to know him when life is good. I want to know him when life is hard. I want to know him in the joy. I want to know him in the pain. I want to know his power. I want to know his glory. I want to know his suffering. To share in the journey, to share in his mission, to share in the love of Jesus, becoming like him in humility, like him in sacrifice, like him in obedience, becoming like him in his death, so that I might also share in his life. To know Christ is to know love. To know Christ is to know hope. To know Christ is to know peace. To know Christ is to know the power of his resurrection. It's to live in victory, victory over sin, victory over fear, victory over death. Yes, to share in his sufferings is to walk in his footsteps, to understand his heart, to carry his love to the world. I want to know Christ. Come and know Christ. Come and share in his power. Come and share in his life. I want to know Christ. Yes, to know the power of his resurrection and participation in his sufferings, becoming like him in his death. Philippians 3:10.